It's time for Recipe of the Day. I usually prefer chicken thighs over chicken breast, but I swear this recipe could convert me. It is that good. Garlic butter chicken. It is quick and delicious, and the garlic butter sauce you get is probably the best thing that I've had drizzled on rice in years. It is that good. So this recipe makes 4 portions. You are starting with 2 large chicken breasts. Put one on the cutting board in front of you, and then with the knife parallel to the cutting board, you're cutting through it. You will essentially get 2 chicken cutlets from each chicken breast. Now, I know I started this by saying that I am converting to chicken breast from chicken thighs, but I will also say that you can use chicken thighs here, but you don't want to slice them like this. They're already thin enough. Just get them out of the package and unroll them. You know what I mean? Like when they take the bone out of the chicken thighs, then there's a gap left there and they kind of re-roll the chicken thigh around where that bone was. You want to unroll it and you will have essentially some flat chicken cutlets, and you can do this recipe with 4 of those. But I'm going to go back to assuming we're using chicken breasts. You're going to season each side of those chicken breasts with some salt and some pepper, about a teaspoon of salt total and a half teaspoon of pepper total, and also some garlic powder. We are using a lot of fresh garlic in this recipe later, but we also want some garlic powder on the chicken itself. Now, before I go on, I'm going to say that there are a lot of variations in this recipe that you can do if you'd like to. And I'm going to link to the recipe in the show notes, or you can go to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there. And when you get there, you will see that a lot of these different variations are listed here. So when I want this to be just like garlicky, buttery chicken, I do what I already told you, exactly that. But if I'm just feeling like in the mood for other flavors going on, I really like to add in a half teaspoon of paprika and a half teaspoon of dried thyme. That is total. So that is divided between all 8 sides of the chicken breast cutlets that you've got. I will also say that sometimes at the end of this recipe, I add a little bit of lemon juice or white wine to the sauce. If I'm doing that, I will sometimes put some oregano on the chicken before cooking it, and it gives it kind of like a Greek flavor profile, the oregano with the lemon and the garlic. You see what I mean? Okay, so those are options you can think about, but I'm just going to continue with the straight up garlicky, buttery chicken, okay? So after seasoning the chicken, you're going to make your cornstarch slurry, which you're going to need later to thicken the sauce, but it's really good to just have it ready. This recipe goes really quickly, and it's ready really, really fast. So it's just great for a weeknight like tonight. You're going to love it. Okay, so to make the cornstarch slurry, you are mixing together half a cup of chicken stock with 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Set that aside. It'll be ready for you when you need it. Okay, get out a large skillet, put it over medium heat, and warm a tablespoon of olive oil in there. Once it's hot, arrange your chicken cutlets in there in a single layer, and you're going to brown them underneath really nice and brown, 3 to 4, even 5 minutes. Then flip them over and cook them just until they're no longer pink inside. Then remove those chicken pieces to a plate and reduce the heat of the skillet to low. And I just want to interject with myself here and say that one of the things that I think has converted me to chicken breasts from this recipe is that the cutlets are in the heat for such a short time that they don't dry out at all, and they're just really juicy and tender. I think also that they are thin helps with that tenderness, kind of like the stuff we've talked about with, cutting beef against the grain and how that shortens the strands of meat, making it easier to chew and therefore making it seem more tender. I think when you have small pieces of chicken or thinly cut pieces of chicken, it does the same thing. The less those threads are, the less long they are, the more tender we perceive the meat to be. So I think that's what's going on. Okay, so you've taken the chicken out of the skillet, then you add 4 tablespoons of butter to that skillet. As it's melting, use a wooden spoon to scrape up any brownings in the pan, any of that chicken that got stuck down in the pan. That is going to mix with the butter and flavor the sauce. Once the butter is melted, you are going in with 5 cloves of minced garlic. I love this recipe so much. It is so garlicky and buttery. Stir and cook that garlic for about 30 seconds. Then give your cornstarch slurry a quick little stir to make sure that it's still smooth and hasn't separated or anything. And then stir that into your butter and garlic. And then you cook while stirring that to heat it through. It's going to start thickening. So then you're going to add up to about a half a cup more of chicken stock. You just want to get it to the thickness that you want. Then increase the heat to medium-high, bring it up to a nice strong simmer. That'll get rid of any cornstarch flavor. Reduce the heat down to low, taste the sauce, add any salt or pepper that you might like, and then put the chicken back in the sauce, flip it to coat it in the sauce, and then cook it just until it's heated through. It's only going to take a minute or two. Then you serve those chicken breast cutlets topped with the sauce, maybe some fresh parsley if you've got some, and enough sauce to drizzle on the rice for sure. You will get about a cup of sauce from this recipe, which makes about a quarter cup per person, which is just right for putting onto the chicken and getting some onto the rice. As I mentioned earlier, some of those variations. So when I added that half cup of chicken stock at the end to thin the sauce, you can use some white wine for that, or you can add some lemon juice to that, like a tablespoon, and that's going to add that lemon flavor to the sauce. Lemon zest would be good added right there as well. The other thing that you can do, and this is actually my son's favorite. He really likes sour cream, so that totally makes sense to me that he would like this. So skip the cornstarch slurry entirely. Instead, do everything else the same. So you're cooking the chicken, then you're taking it out, add the butter and the garlic, scrape the brownings up, and then you turn it down to low and add a half cup of sour cream to that. Stir that in. It makes it nice and creamy, a little bit tart. Then add your chicken to that. Just warm it through and serve. Really, really tasty option there. I will put the link to this recipe in the show notes for this podcast episode, or you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there, or find it in our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/recipeotd. And hey, just a quick note. I'm on a recording hiatus right now, so for the next little while, I'm replaying episodes from the archives, including this one. If you heard me mention a holiday, a season, or something going on in my life that seemed a bit off, that's why. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you're enjoying these older episodes. I am Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, cookfor2.us, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.